And then you're going to come to stand on your mat this morning. And then normally we start seated and come to stand. And in no particular way, just coming to stand on your mat. And just sort of have a soft gaze towards the space in front of you, or if that feels too distracting this morning, you can shift your gaze close. But you might be able to peer out the window to the beauty of the day as we are embracing our spring with the sunrise a little bit earlier, the chirp of the birds outside of my window this morning. And just sort of bring yourself here into your practice. Starting to wake up. And then you're going to step your feet hip-width distance apart. Then you're going to lift up all 10 toes. And just start to sort of naturally find your center. When you pick up your toes, your weight starts to shift backwards and really get grounded into the soles of your feet. I have to say it was lovely that I took a moment just to walk outside in my yard to feel the warmth of the earth. It's like, oh, we are so here. Spring is blossoming. And then you're going to lower your toes back to your mat. And I want you to roll your shoulders into your ears and release them down your backside. You can do this 2 more times, just rolling shoulders into your ears, rolling them down the backside. You might feel a little bit more openness into the chest as you roll the shoulders up, lift the heart up, roll the shoulders down. And then you're going to extend your right hand up to sky. Keep reaching up through those fingers and actively pressing in through your right foot. Feeling that length. And then you're going to lower your right arm down by your side and extend your left hand up. Reaching that left hand up to sky, pressing through the sole of your left foot. Keeping that shoulder hug down the backside, not in your ear, but down the backside. And find that length. And then lower your left arm down by your side. And then you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. And you're going to bring your hands to the lower space of your back, so that natural curvature in your lower back. And you're going to bring your right hands into your right hip. And you're going to hug that right elbow back. And maybe lower your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just getting some movement into the arms, into the shoulder, a little bit into the chest. You bring your head back up to center. And you're just going to bring your hands over into your left hip. And then hug your left elbow back. And just seeing what this invites in for the morning. Maybe lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then you'll bring your head back up into center. Bring your hands back into center. So right at the base of the lower back. You're going to hug both your elbows back just to kind of get a little bit more release into the shoulders and through the chest. Hug the shoulder blades together. And then you'll uninterlace your fingers and just lower your arms down by your side. You're then going to extend your arms out to a T. And you're going to hug your right arm across your chest and hug it in with the left. And then extend your arms out to a T. And hug your left arm across your chest and hug it in with the right. Arms out to a T. And extend both hands up to sky. Use your exhale to bring your hands into heart center. Return your hands to sky. Exhale, lower both arms down by your side. We're going to do a few rounds of this. Inhale, reach it up. Hands will touch. Exhale, guide your hands into heart center. Inhale, return your hands to sky. Exhale, lower arms by your side. Inhale, reach it up. Hands will touch. Use your exhale to guide your hands into heart center. On your inhale, your hands return to sky. Exhale, lower your arms by your side. We're going to do a few rounds of this. I will shift my talk to silent, but I'll be here just if you clue into like which direction are we going in. And really don't worry. The sort of hand movements that we're doing here is just sort of awakening this little mindful movement this morning. You start to drop into a rhythm. Just using your breath and movement to come together. That's why we kind of do this sort of simple movement and start to unite breath and movement together. Using your full inhale to reach held to sky. Exhale, guide your hands into heart center. Using your inhale to guide your hands back up to sky. And exhale, lowering your arms by your side. Few more rounds, just waking things up. And then the next time you lower your hands by your side, we'll all meet there. You're then going to step your feet together. Start to hug your legs in together. Feeling that connection. And then extending your fingers towards earth. Palms rotate to face the front of the space. Lift of heart, lift of chin. Inhale, extend your hands up to sky. On your exhale, bring your hands into heart center. And then bring your hands to your hips. You're going to take a gentle bend in your knees. It's our first forward fold of the morning. And guide yourself forward, keeping your hands on your hips, finding that length through the backside, coming parallel to your floor. You'll then lower your hands down towards your mat. Bring your hands to your shins and just lengthen through the backside so you can find a little bit more length. Exhale, fold. You're going to plant your hands on your mat. Step your left foot to back of mat. We're coming into low lunge, so you're going to lower your right knee. Reach your hands to sky. And then you're going to lower your arms down by your side. Bring your hands to your hips. Gaze is forward. You're going to lean into your right knee, so it might shift your weight forward, but keep your gaze forward. And if you feel your right heel is creeping up, just step that right foot a little bit further forward. And then kind of readjust and start to invite some length through the left side of your body. You'll then lower your hands to your mat, coming into your half split, walking your hands back towards your hips, lengthening through your right leg. Then you're going to bring your left hand towards your right pinky toe. So just might be to the right side of your leg or to your ankle, but just sort of inviting in a little bit of a gentle stretch through the left side. You'll then bring your left hand back to your mat. Walk your hands back to frame your right foot. Curl left toes under to lift up your left knee. And then step your left foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. We're going to take this to the right side. So step your right foot to back of mat. Lower your right knee to your mat. Low lunge, so reach your hands to sky. And then lower your hands down by your side. Hands to your hips. And then start to lean into your left knee. And again, if you feel your left heel is lifting, just toe heel your left foot a little bit more forward to keep the sole of your foot grounded onto the floor. Start to invite some release into the right side of your body and through the front of your quad and through your hip. And then your hands will come down to frame your left foot, walking yourself back into your half split, lengthening out through your left leg. Your left toes point up towards sky. And then you'll bring your right hand to your left pinky toe. Now bring your right hand back to your mat. Walk your hands back to frame your left foot. Curling right toes under to lift up your right knee. Stepping your right foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands up to sky. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. And then you're just going to take a wide-legged stance on your mat. And you can do it to the left or right side of your mat, because I know everyone's TV is facing or screen is facing a different way. So it doesn't matter. You're just going to come to a wide-legged stance. And it's early in the morning, so you don't have to like max this out to something that's really wide. Really like dial it in. So just starting to wake things up. And it really doesn't matter whether you're facing the left side of your mat or the right side of your mat. We're just taking a wide-legged stance. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. And start to find some length. So shoulders over hips. Lift of chest, lift of heart. Really start to find that intentional breath. Mindful breath in. Guided breath out. Deep breath in. Gentle bend in your knees. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to your mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. And feeling that release of the crown of your head towards your mat. And then you're going to walk your hands off of your mat and onto the floor, coming into the sort of wide-legged downward dog. You want to keep your weight into your feet. So you start to feel your weight shift toward your hands. Just walk your hands back ever so slightly. You're just looking to find some length in through your frontal body. So through the torso and into the shoulders, down to your fingers. Really grounding into the space. Think about actively reaching your tailbone up towards sky. And you're going to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. And then walk your hands to the front of your mat. Spinning your toes to face the front of your mat. And then you're going to step to the front of your mat. Hands to your shins and lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen out through the backside. Exhale, fold. Grounding hands in. Step back into your downward facing dog. You're then going to lower your knees to your mat and lower all the way to your abdomen. Inhale, lift you into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. You're then going to extend your left arm out to a half T. Palm is rotated towards earth. Your wrist is in line with your shoulder. It's a half T. And then you're just going to roll over to your left. Second foot on top of foot. Keeping your head rested onto your mat. Maybe walking your right hand a little bit closer to your chest and just inviting a little bit more release into your shoulder. Maybe your left fingers walk a little bit closer to the left side. And then you'll guide yourself back into center. Bring your left hand underneath your shoulder and extend your right arm out to a half T. Keeping that palm rotated towards earth. And then you're just going to guide yourself over to the right side. Walking your left hand closer in towards your chest. Keeping your head rested on your mat. See if you can creep your right fingers over just a little bit closer to the right wall. And then guide yourself back into center. Bring your right hand back underneath your shoulder. You're going to lift yourself up into your tabletop. Curl toes under. Downward facing dog. You're going to take a bend in your knees. And then just tiptoe your feet to the front of your mat. Hands to your shins and lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands to sky. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands to sky. Exhale, hands into heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Ground your hands in. Step your left foot to back of mat. Rotate your left heel down. You're lining up for your warrior two. Get grounded into your feet. You want your feet in alignment so their right heel lines up with the left arch at the back of your mat. Rise up into your warrior, reaching out. You're going to release your warrior, sitting both hands up to sky. Warrior two. Release your warrior, lengthening out through that right leg, reaching out through the fingers. Warrior two. Release your warrior, both hands up to sky, lengthen out through your right leg. Then your right toes will point towards the left side of your mat. Your left toes will point to the back of your mat. You've now lined up for your warrior two on the other side. Release your warrior, lengthen out through the leg, reaching hands to sky. Warrior two. Release your warrior. Warrior two. Release your warrior. Warrior two. Release your warrior. Rotate your left toes to point towards the left side of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen out through your torso. Find the length. Find the strength, keeping navel hugged into spine. Protection for your lower back. Breath in. On your exhale, fold. Your hands come down to your mat. Re-lengthen through the backside. Exhale, fold. Bring your right hand to your right ankle, your left hand to your left ankle, and you're just hugging in through the center. You'll then bring your hands back to your mat, hands underneath your shoulder. You're going to bring your left hand to the center of your mat, so just below where your nose is. So it might be slightly on the floor in front of you versus your mat. You're going to bring your right hand to your lower back, and you're just going to guide yourself in a gentle twist, shifting your gaze towards the right side. You'll then release this twist. Lower your right hand to your mat. Left hand comes to your lower back. Palm is touching your lower back. And then just guiding heart open towards the left side. You'll then start to wind out of the twist. Lower your left hand to your mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat, spinning your toes to the front of your mat. Step your left foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands to sky. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Ground hands in, step back into your plank. Lower all the way to your abdomen with knees lifted or lowered. Inhale, lift you into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Lift up into your tabletop. Downward facing dog. Ground into the fingers, pressing the heels of your hand into your mat, lengthening tailbone towards sky. Mindful breath in. Guided breath out. You'll then lower your knees to your mat and press back for a child's pose. Two breaths here. You'll then walk your hands back to your knees to come up into seated. And then you're just going to rotate your legs forward so you can lower down onto your back. Soles of your feet on your mat. Extend your arms out to a T, palms up towards sky. You're going to step your feet to the side edges of your mat. Do a little windshield wiper of the knees, side to side. And just feeling things out this morning. And then you'll bring your knees back into center. You're going to step your feet hip width distance apart in front of you. Bring your right ankle to your left knee, opening up in hip. You're going to press your right hand into your right thigh, just guiding that hip up a little bit more open. You'll then lower your right hand back to your mat, right foot back to your mat. And I'll take it to the other side. Left ankle to your right knee, opening in the hip. Using your left hand to guide your left hip just a little bit more open. But to a natural space. So don't max like that where you're really taxing through the body. You're just waking things up this morning. Just getting some movement. Breathing into spaces that your body's needing some nourishment to start your day. Kind of finding a little warmth into your morning. Just sort of blossoming into the day. You'll then release your left hand from your left hip. Lower your left foot back to your mat. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet to touch. Open up in the knees. Extend your fingers towards the back of your room. Arms are rested on your floor. And just bring your hands to opposite elbows. Deep breath in. Heavy breath out. Deep breath in. Guided breath out. Release hands from opposite elbows. Use your hands to guide your knees back into center. You're going to hug your right knee into your chest. A little wiggle of the toes. Rotation of the ankle. Extend your left foot to the front of your mat. Extend your right arm out to a T. Guide your right knee over to the left. Just take a little gentle twist here. And then bring your right knee back into center. Lower your right foot to your mat and hug your left knee in. Extending your right foot to the front of your mat. Little wiggle of the toes, rotation of the ankle. Left arm out to a half T, palms up towards sky. Guide your left knee over to the right. And then guide your left knee back into center. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your left foot to the front of your mat. Arms out to a T, palms up towards sky. Deep breath in. Guided breath out. Heavy breath in. Exhale, let it go. Stepping into spring has been the theme of my classes this week. And this is no different. Awakening into self. I want you to take your heaviest breath of the morning. Exhale, letting it out. Just start to feel the weight of your body really gravitate towards earth. The softness in your forehead, gentleness in your eyes. The relax of your jawbone. The release of the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Feeling the release of your shoulders. The release of your upper back. Middle back. Hips. Feeling the weight of your legs just sort of gravitate towards earth. All the way to the softness of your toes. I'm just really breathing into what you've awakened this morning, sort of blossoming into for the spring. This is your Shavasana. And start to welcome some gentle movement back into your body. A little wiggle of the fingers, a little movement into your toes. And then you're going to extend your fingers towards the back of your space and extend your toes to the front of your space like that. Good morning stretch. And then you'll hug your knees into your chest. And then just roll over to your favorite side. And guide yourself up into seated. You can rest your hands wherever feels comfortable for you. So it was our spring equinox on Saturday, sort of first steps into spring. There was something about the spring that has just put a little extra warmth into my step. But I was saying to someone, it was like the perfect day of spring. There's the warmth with a little bit of coolness. The birds are chirping, as you might hear outside my window right now. Got some loud birds around my house in the morning. But such a lovely thing to wake up to the sound of some chirping of some birds in the day. It's really given me the space to start to take the cue from nature of this is a time of blossoming. We sort of planted our seeds in the winter, and some have trickled away. But spring is starting to sort of warm things up to invite a blossom. As you start to sort of clear away things, as I did a lot of decluttering in my weekend, of saying goodbye to stuff that I am no longer needing. It offers up some space to allow things to grow. Sort of ridding of the clutter opens up the space. What are the things that you're looking to blossom into your life? What have you planted the seeds for growth? Is there anything out there that you need to just declutter a little bit more so you have space for those things to blossom up into your life? So we're just going to take a few moments and give time to reflect on the blossoming of our lives. The things that we are looking to nurture and grow into our season. And as we do this seated meditation this morning, if you feel your mind starts to drift, you can also just recite to yourself, what am I looking to blossom? What am I wanting to grow? And it just pulls your focus back inward. And maybe I can share with you little charts of my birds outside, sort of awakening into the day. I'm just going to take a few minutes here. We'll guide ourselves through practice to sort of settle through the body. Start to pull the mind into focus, which is a nice start to coming into this meditative space. So what are you looking to blossom? What are you looking to grow? What is the warmth of your spring bringing to you? You're about halfway there in the space. Your mind has started to shift. Just a little recitement to yourself. What are you looking to blossom? What are you looking to grow? I want you to take a deep breath in and a guided breath out. Maybe some clarity came to you this morning of what your intention is, the things you're looking to blossom into your life. And maybe not. It might come to you later into your day. But certainly bring no tension or judgment to the space. The thought is there, and it'll awaken when it is ready. And when it does, I encourage you to maybe write this down on a little Post-it to stick it to your computer or something you have your eyes on through your day to keep your vision in sight. It's a nice little reminder of creating space for the things that you're looking to blossom into your life, keeping your focus forward, allowing energy to awaken the space. You're going to place your right hand to your heart. Just connecting into the warmth and awakening of you. It all starts with you. And then you'll place your left over your right, letting the warmth of us coming together in this space today as we all wanted to wake up this morning and embrace the spring. Deep breath in, intentional breath out. I bow my chin to my chest. Enjoy being in practice with you this morning. Namaste.